Hello. On behalf of the team at Ferrari of Atlanta, I'd like to thank you once again for your business and say congratulations on the purchase of your new 458 Italia. We hope this DVD will help guide you through the learning process of some of the new features on the 458. We'll start with some basic operations and we'll move forward from there. Please remember, this is not a substitute for your owner's manual, and I encourage you to review it. As always, please contact Ferrari of Atlanta with any questions or concerns you may have. The release for the trunk and for the gas are located on the lower left-hand part of the door entry. By pushing on one of the buttons, either for the gas or for the front trunk, you can release either compartment. To open the front storage compartment, place your finger into the right of the Ferrari emblem, push to the left, and lift. In the front storage area, you will find your toolkit, your battery charger with car cover, and also your emergency tire repair kit. Since we're not at a gas station, I'll demonstrate how to put the filler nozzle into the 458 with the emergency funnel that comes with the toolkit. The vehicle has a capless filler neck for refueling. To refuel, open the fuel filler flap and place the nozzle in the filler neck. Two flaps placed in series, both with airtight seals, act as a cap. The external flap is locked by a series of teeth, and the only way to open the external flap correctly is by inserting a fuel pump nozzle. If your new 458 is not going to be driven for 1 week or longer, Ferrari recommends that you use the battery tender to keep the battery up and charged, so the next time you go to start the vehicle, you won't have any difficulties. Located on the passenger side, below the dash, you can see the plug for the battery tender. Insert the male end into the plug, then plug the battery tender into the wall. Make sure that you don't try to start the vehicle while it's plugged in, and unplug it from the vehicle first before unplugging it from the wall. The hood of the 458 is made out of aluminum, which makes it very lightweight but very strong as well. To close the hood, pull it down and push firmly, but do not try to slam it. Starting the 458 Italia. It is recommended that once you start your 458, you let the vehicle come up to operating temperature before shutting it off. This will help prevent the spark plugs from fouling because the vehicle is equipped with direct fuel injection. To start the vehicle, insert the key, turn it 2 clicks forward, after the tone, place your foot on the brake and push and release the engine start button. Unlike the previous F430, the 458 does not require you to hold the button down. The 458 is equipped with an electronic emergency brake. When you start the vehicle, the emergency brake will be on. Once you put the vehicle in gear and accelerate, it automatically disengages. To put the car in gear, pull back once on the right paddle. To leave your 458 running and place it in neutral, pull back on both paddles at the same time. This places the vehicle in neutral, however, it does not set the parking brake. The parking brake is located on the bottom left-hand side of the driver compartment. Pull back once and this will set the brake so you can exit the vehicle. The 458 Italia is equipped with two TFT screens in the main gauge cluster. One on the left-hand side of the tachometer, the other on the right-hand side of the tachometer. As you can see in the left TFT screen, you'll have 4 menu items: setup, trip, status, and VDA. These are accessed through the main controls on the left-hand side of the dash. Main, VDA. You can select an item by pressing on the appropriate arrow to access that. Here is an example. The setup menu lets you set the vehicle up to your personal preferences. Again, by pushing on the arrow, you can highlight the item that you would like to access. Once you're on that menu, hit OK. As you can see, it switches to that item. In order to go back, you can scroll down through the options and then hit back. To get back to the main menu, just hit main. Trip A will display maximum speed, average speed, travel distance, travel time, and range. To zero this out, push and hold OK. Status will display water and oil temperature, and by pushing on the right arrow, you can check oil pressure and voltage. Pressing once again will take you to tire pressure monitoring, and then back to the previous screen. VDA can be accessed through the main menu, pushing on the left arrow. This will display vehicle dynamics, such as F1 track, E differential, ABS, and other items. By moving the Manatino switch, you can change the setup of the vehicle, and this is also displayed in the VDA screen. While in the VDA screen, you can also access a lap timer. Pushing to the right of the arrow will go to your lap time. To start, push OK. This will start current lap. To stop the first lap and activate a second lap, push OK again. To stop, just push up, and to zero this, push and hold either up or down. To turn on the right TFT screen, press and hold the main on-off button. The right TFT screen will display audio controls, navigation, and speedometer. To access the main menu, press the main on-off button once quickly. As you can see in the screen, you have navigation, media, phone, and radio. By using the main joystick, you can access the items by pushing the knob towards the item that you wish to access. Pushing the knob to the right will access media. By pressing the back view, it will go to the previous screen. Pushing the joystick to the left will access radio. You can also switch between sources by moving the joystick left or right. By pushing the main rotary knob once, you can set the radio to where you can scan to the next available station. Or by pushing the rotary knob to the left, you can change the frequency by pushing in on the main rotary knob. Again, to go back to the previous screen, hit back view. By pushing and holding in the main rotary knob, this will actually let you store a station. By rotating the knob, you can scroll down to the placement of where you want to store a station. Pushing and holding in on the main knob will store the station. Again, pushing back takes you back to the previous screen, or waiting a few seconds, it will default back to the main screen. Using the menu setup button, pushing it once lets you go into another file. Again, you can store stations, look at your preset list, go into My Files, set your programming type. By rotating the knob, you can access any one of the submenus. Pushing in on the main rotary knob accesses the selected item. Again, pushing back takes you back to the previous screen. Pushing and holding in on the main setup button accesses the audio controls, enables you to manage your hard disk, voice recognition, voice prompt volume, and system information. Pushing in on the main rotary knob will access treble, mid-range, bass, balance, and reset all settings. Again, by rotating the knob, you can access the submenu. Pushing in, turning the rotary knob will set the desired setting.